Keith Thurman, welcome to Sydney, mate.
Oh, thank you, man.
You've been here a few days, though. How long have you been here now? How long has your camp
Since
been?
Friday morning.
Oh, Friday morning?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so where do you start your camp prior for this fight? So you started in the US?
Started in the U.S. It was clearly sometime in January where we kind of knew that we're officially in camp, and we just needed to get the ball rolling. And we've been working hard and setting up the game plan, strength and conditioning, dietary necessities ever since then, and flew over here. And it's, get used to the shift. Still working in with our gym times, doing a lot of promo. It's making it a little challenging, but I'm able to squeeze in what I need to do to stay focused and geared up for this up-and-coming event.
It's a very important point you just made. A lot of promo, because people love to see great fighters like you with massive history, great record, come to our shores and put on a show for us. People love it, so they all want to talk to you. What sort of impact does that have on you in terms of your prep? Like, does it have an impact on you? Because can it be overly done, too much of it?
Yeah, it can be challenging because, you end up finding yourself in a juggling act, right? I came over here and they want us to jump through some hoops, as we say, right?
Yeah.
We got to jump through some hoops. But at the end of the day, I'm here for a fight.
Yeah,
you
correct.
know? And the camp is not over. If the fight's not over, the camp's not over, right? So I'm still moving, like pretty much, for example, this morning, knowing that I was gonna have to come to this event. We've been doing our gym workouts at 7 p.m. The gym owner is gonna be at this event. I'm gonna be at this event. We're not gonna be in the gym. So I shifted my gym time to earlier today, worked out in the condo, I always say condo, worked out in the hotel, right? And I just got on the spin bike and did over an hour on the spin bike, burned my 800 calories. I use a heart rate monitor, and I just use certain sports science that I use back at home. Normally I'll do cardio at night, so I'm switching around. I'm doing my cardio in the morning, and then when we leave here before bed, I'm still gonna take my trainer out to pretty much the harbor like this. We're gonna do some Rocky Balboa mitt work. We're just gonna do it out in the streets for the world to see.
Or on the steps of the Opera House.
Yeah, right there. We're just gonna, I actually was thinking about going over there, but it's a little too far of a walk. So just nice little outdoor workout for one short hour, and then go to bed and call it a day. But we're juggling, as you can see. We're making this happen, we're making that happen, all leading up to this fight. But if you're not focused, then you can easily just say, oh, I'm just gonna do this, I'm just gonna do that. Oh, I'm just gonna relax because they need me to do this. Oh, this is so important, I'm gonna relax. And then all of a sudden, you're too relaxed and you've lost some of the pep in your step leading up to a very crucial moment, which is fight night.
So, 37, Brock's 27, Brock
36.
Jarvis, 36, sorry. That year probably
Don't-
makes a
don't-
difference.
don't
By the way,
finish
that one
don't-
year would make a difference, by the way. That one year does make a difference, you're right. Old bull, experience, pretty much done it all. You've fought everybody in your division. And you've won against everybody except once. Brock, the young bull, literally a bull, like built like one. Big opportunity for him.
Yeah.
Like a massive opportunity for him, coming off being a fighter as a lightweight, and prior to that as a featherweight. How does the old bull, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but how does the old bull manage the process? Like, I'm not talking about the fight, I'm talking about getting in people's head. So, like a lot of fighting is about winning the fight before you get in the ring, getting into their head. What do you do about that? How do you go through that process when you see a young guy like Brock, who is, to be frank with you, desperate to reestablish himself?
Yeah.
How do you play that?
Well, it's interesting because I would love to make him uncomfortable, right? Take him out of his element. But there's one thing here, which is we're in Sydney. So he's still in his element.
This is his home.
Yeah. So it's hard to take a fighter out of their element when they're home. His hometown people, I had to do some promo face-off stuff with him, and he told me he's a Sydney boy.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm literally in his hometown, giving him the fight of a lifetime. You know, and of course he's desperate to, you know, like you said, I fought everybody and I've gone toe to toe with everybody. Where the moment he stepped up to world-class level, he got knocked out on a big stage.
Liam Paro.
Liam Paro. So with that, he would love for that to not be his story.
Yeah.
And now he has this opportunity against two-time former world champion, Keith one-time Thurman. So it's like I said, I want to take him out of his element. Of course, I can talk a better talk. I can walk a better walk. I've been already hitting him with jabs and I've been poking him here and there, right? But these are all verbal exchanges. That has to do with his own mental. Either he can take something to heart or he can let it roll off the shoulder, you know? But at the end of the day, the fight is gonna be real. The experience that I bring into the ring is not like Paro. He didn't even get to really have a fight with Paro.
It was round one, so.
You know, just round one and done. You know, I can't even really say he didn't have nothing to learn there. And, you know, so hopefully I told him leading up to this, man, just do me a favor, Brock. Get past round one. Make this a tuffle a little bit, rustle and tuffle. Let's get something. Let's make this a real fight. You know, get past round one, you know? So, you know, I got my ways of trying to bring up the past, get under people's skin. But because I also don't know a lot about Brock, you know, he never got to that world stage that I'm used to. For me, it's just an opening act. I don't want to just say he's a nobody, but he's going to have to prove to me what he brings to boxing. Because Keith Thurman has proven over and over again what I bring to this sport.
So you were going to fight Tim Tszyu this time last year, actually.
That's right.
And you suffered the injury.
Yes.
Do you see, if you beat Brock Jarvis, do you see a Tim Tszyu rematch sometime later this year? Assuming that
we want to rekindle that contract, right? That's really why I'm here. I didn't come all the way over here for a Brock Jarvis. You know, that's a nice little appetizer dish, or as we say on Broadway, the opening act. And before we really close the curtains, I would like to re-get that contract with Tim Tszyu. It was very unfortunate for me last year, the bicep tear. So 3 days before his fight against my replacement Fundora, 3 days before, my surgery already happened. So I'm recovering from surgery and I'm in Los Angeles watching the fight in Vegas. Because of the surgery, I could not make an appearance. I had to stay next to the doctors and next to my family in LA over there. The same surgeon that did my hand surgery in 2019 did the bicep surgery. So it was very unfortunate. Of course, it wasn't the match that Tim Tszyu was looking for. He had the unfortunate cut. It was a close fight. He toughed it out, but he did not win the fight. Then later on in the year, he took a very devastating loss. I think he was trying to make too big of a statement. Coming to America, they had high hopes for him, trying to make him a world-class superstar. And I think they should have pumped the brakes.
This is against Merchalev.
Yes, the Russian champion.
Yep.
So I think that was an unnecessary matchup. He was just champion. He just had his first loss. He could have had a comeback fight, but instead his team chose to be champion again, right? Make him another champion overnight. They thought that this guy was an easy pick, but when I saw the tape, I saw it's a completely different style from Fundora. Throws a lot more power shots than a Fundora. Fundora was just staying away, being very cautious and you know,
using his reach,
using his reach and certain advantages. It wasn't entertaining, but the Russian can fight. And I think they really just underestimated the styles and the matchup and really just pushing Tszyu, pushing him to do great things. It backfired on the team, but he's recovered now and he wants to do something great in the sport of boxing again. He has his comeback fight. I have my comeback fight. And then after these 2 fights, if we can come back here and still do Thurman versus Tszyu, I think it would still be a great matchup for the fans. And as I get back into action in 2025, and then after that, I'll go back to America and just attack the whole world of boxing and let them know that Keith Thurman's back. I got my opening act, and then I close the curtains on Tszyu, and then I'll just be looking at the world of boxing once again, saying who's next.
Well, I want to wish you best of luck. I'm going to see you again on Sunday, but good luck
Yes,
to you,
sir.
mate. Good on you, Keith.
Thank you, sir.